Oh, a tough decision on their hands now. And this, early on, it's one you can't afford to get wrong. We've seen the Chargers represented already. Might one of his teammates join him? Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft. Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys. And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Yeah, that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. The end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? And now, which side of the football will they address here? And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role and he'll be a massive upgrade. Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing. Oh, how about this for a tough choice early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants to do. Well, the Bengals have got a handful of real good assets to pick from. One's gone already. Could a second be on the way? Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? What to do here? Build up the interior of your line, or get that skill player to add another weapon? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to them or go after someone who can help you up front? So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth or do you just try to... These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team. Because if you pass on certain positions, there's no guarantee you're going to see them again. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now with the end. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around better. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. It took a Rodgers to Rodgers Hail Mary to win last year. What's in store here as the Packers and Lions get underway? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Manning now on first down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's complete to Golden Tate. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down Lions.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
He hits Beasley right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Cole Beasley, 43 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
First down, Rivers. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be a Green Bay first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. There he goes, right side. The 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion. With the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quan Alexander. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. 3rd and long for Rivers. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. On play action, now Manning. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. A good pickup there, a 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Manning going to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, 58 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's Rivers, and Graham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rivers on first down. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
that's caught in yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flipped it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's where they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They go play action. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. pass is dropped. Brian Cushing in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. To throw, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now it's Tate. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now come the Lions. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just wanted Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to... If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's 3rd and short.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On play action, Rivers. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Hill, the lone setback. And they'll get it up the middle. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.